will undergo a little of the tribulation, the first 3.5 years. Remember, we discussed the 7-year period, 3.5 years, and 3.5 years. We have reason to believe that the real tribulation is on the second part of the 3.5-year period. Why? Because the Antichrist, okay, the Antichrist will be revealed here in the middle of the week, according to Daniel. He will be revealed, and he will persecute who? During this 3.5-year period. Who will the Antichrist persecute? The Jews and the Israelites. Here, I believe the church will still be. We will still undergo a little of the tribulation. That brings us to 3 terms. Okay? Concerning the rapture, remember, we discussed this. The pre-tribulation, or pre-trib, the mid-trib. It's important that you write this down because you will be asked these terms, and the post-trib. These are all from the premillennial school of thought. What do we mean by premillennial? The second coming of the Lord simply will come before the millennium starts. Okay? Look at your chart. Look at your charts. This is the 1,000-year period, and this is the tribulation period, 7 years. Okay? And there is a grand arrow down here, the return of Christ in glory. This will be after the rapture here. This is a pre-tribulation rapture. The author of the book, which has this chart, is a pre-tribulationist. What it means is that the rapture will happen before the tribulation period, before the 7-year period. Okay? Now, they are all premillennials because these are all schools of thought which espouses the idea that the rapture and the second coming of the Lord Jesus will be before the millennial period. Okay? But there are 3 things also concerning the millennium. The premillennial, okay? The amillennial, and I will explain this. We also discussed this, remember? And the post-millennial. Now, premillennial means Jesus Christ will return, the second coming in 2 parts. Rapture and the actual coming from, up to the Mount of Olives. The premillennial means Jesus Christ will return before the 1,000-year period. And all of these are premillennial points of view. Is that clear? You know? Yes. All of these are premillennial. I know it may be hard for you to follow, but please try. All of these, pre-trib, mid-trib, post-trib, are premillennial points of view. The amillennial means there is no literal 1,000-year period. Harold Camping has this point of view. In fact, as he is saying that we are now in the tribulation period. There is no 1,000-year, actual 1,000-year period. He is an amillennialist. No 1,000-year period. Christ will return anytime. Okay? But there's no 1,000-year period. Post-millennial is Christ will return, the second coming will be after the 1,000-year period. Now, for our purposes today, this chart is premillennial, pre-tribulational. Okay? um, the rapture, remember these are all concerning the rapture. The rapture, according to this, will happen before the 7-year period here. Okay? The rapture, look at this. The red arrow going up. Alright? The church will go up, according to this chart, to Christ in the clouds. Remember that the rapture is the snatching away of the believers of the church, into the clouds, where Jesus will be staying. He will not be coming down yet to earth. He will be staying in the clouds. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. Okay, we discussed that thoroughly, as a matter of fact.